Right, we are live. Hello, good afternoon, welcome. How are we doing, everybody? We're just getting ourselves ready for the final this afternoon, the Champions Cup final between Larochelle and Toulouse. Should be a good game. Looking forward to this. A lot of kicking on the cards, I suspect, but welcoming one and all. How are we doing? Drop me a hello. Drop me a little chat. Let me just have a little goosey gander on the sound. Very good, very nice. Let's just make sure that we've got that going as well. And that's gravy, all gravy. Okay, so what are we saying about these teams? What are your thoughts? Brandon is in. Welcome in, buddy. Are you not doing this one either? Welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope you're living the dream. I certainly am after last night. Good game of rugby last night. I mean, a lot of comments saying that Leicester were poor and it was too much like England and all about the kicking game. I thought Leicester, I was quite impressed with Leicester. They weren't really supposed to be any cop whatsoever. But I thought they did a pretty decent job. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking. There we go. So, kickoff is on the way. Not today. Just got home from work. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. I'm on tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it. I hate working Sundays, but that's his life. Got to pay the bills, haven't we? Right, let's go over the two sides for this afternoon. So, for Larochelle, up front. In fact, let's go and get the. What is it they say? Piss poor preparation equals a piss poor performance. And my God, am I good at piss poor preparation? Let's go and get the two teams. Here they are. StreamYard. There we go. Share. Right. One of these days better at multitasking as well. So, Larochelle versus Toulouse. By the way, this is the we get this from the Rugby Kickoff .com. Fantastic place for all of your rugby needs, basically. That's perfect. So, where can you watch it? Well, if you're in the UK, you've got BT Sports 2 or Channel 4. If you're in Ireland, you've got BT Sports 2 or Ultimate or Virgin Media. And if you're in the States, you've got Peacock. Who's going to win this one? Well, Rugby Forecast, who is an online algorithm that is a bit of a tipster, has got Larochelle to win by 9 points with a probability of 68%. So it's going to be a pretty close one. Weather's been pretty decent today as well around here, and I'm about 35 miles north of Twickenham, and it's been a pretty decent day. The clouds are rolling over now, but on the whole, it's been quite a nice day. So here's to hoping. Right, let's go over these teams then. So up front for Larochelle, we've got Prizo, Borgrat. I'm never going to get any better at these names, so we're just living with it. Antonio. Into the second row, we've got Sazzy and Skelton. Alderit, Goodron, and Vito make up the back row for Larochelle. Onto the backs, we've got Kerbalo in at scrum half. We've got West in at 10. Ruel in the blindside wing. Botia in at 12. Dumairu in at 13. on the open side wing, we've got Lettuce, and Doolin is at 15, hoping that he doesn't have any of his Six Nations cock-ups this afternoon. Certainly don't want to see him kicking if Larochelle are up with the clock in the red. Right, on to Toulouse, and we've got Barley, Movarka, sorry, Foul Munin. Oh, I'm mudded on names in the front row. It's going to be a long day. In the second row, nice and easy. They're both called Arnold. Rory and Richie. Elstrad in the in at blind side, flanker. Cross in an open side, and Keanu in at 8. Dupont and Entermac make up the halfbacks. Labelle on the blindside wing. Aki in at 12. Malia in at 13. And the pint-sized legend Cheslin Colby in on the open side wing with Medard at fullback. So, plenty of stars in that squad. I'm expecting, because the weather's fairly fair, but we have had a tremendous amount of rain over the last few days. So I'm expecting it to be fairly soft underfoot, and I'm expecting probably still quite damp. So I'm expecting a wet ball, is what I'm saying basically. So I'm gonna suggest we're gonna see quite a bit of kicking today, especially based on two French teams playing each other in the quarterfinals. My God, that Sunday was hard work. God bless BS Rugby, because he did that Sunday, and I felt for him. If you are new here and you haven't already hit the like button, I'd love it if you could. That would be amazing, just to help us get seen a little bit by the old YouTube algorithm. But as well as that, hit that like button. And while you're at it, we have got one of our good friends in BS Rugby, and I'm just grabbing his link now, and I'm going to pop it in the chat. I should really put this on a sticky note on my desktop, because I should be a bit better than that, but I'm not, and I haven't. So I will go and get the link now, and we will pop his link in the description, because that's the kind of love we like to share here. And there it is. So go and check him out. Go say hi. Right, so we are almost ready. Fans in the stands. It's bloody beautiful. It's bloody lovely. Only 10,000 there again, but we are getting ready for another game of rugby. Dame Vera Lynn blaring out over the tannoy as well, apparently. We'll meet again. Well, we are meeting again at Twickers. Yeah. Happy days. What are your thoughts? Who's winning this one? Do let me know in the comments. Hashtag, should we go hashtags? Should we be a bit old school? Hashtag Larochelle. Or hashtag Toulouse. Who's your camp? What you saying? We will have ball tracking before anybody starts pinging the chat, shouting, "Are you showing the game?" No, we're not showing the game. It's against the law and against copyright, and the stream will just get pulled down. And if you're looking for it on YouTube, you won't find it, because it doesn't exist, because YouTube's algorithm will just rip it down. I don't know who's winning. I'm just here for the support. Are you showing the game? Shut up, you fraud. You absolute fraud, Tom Stone. Wagwan. Fuck copyright. Come and see me. I've got some DVDs. I'll do some hooky DVDs. So we will have ball tracking now, which is something slightly different. So not only will we have the conversation flowing, we'll also be able to follow the play via a little bit of visual, which I think's nice. I don't know. Tell me to stop it if it looks a bit poo. But that's what we do here anyway. So the BT Sports are just going through the old teams, so we will let them do their bit. A few Ulster fans in the stands there. Ronan O'Gara on loan from Munster are the slogans on the t-shirt. Wagwan, Casper the Friendly Streamer. Wagwan, Tom Stern. You was right indeed last night. I feel like death today. Oh, mate, is that depression kicked in? Get yourself a Xanax or something, mate. You'll be good. You'll be golden. You'll be golden. Go again. That's what I say. Right, here come Toulouse in their red strip. And off go the pyrotechnics around Twickenham. Little fireballs here and there. Great to see so many children in the stands. As sus as that sounds. They are the future, aren't they? As, was it George Benson said that? Depression is kicked in 20 nuggets en route. Oh, you got company coming? 20 nuggets en route. You must have company. Oh, there you go. 25-1 outsiders at the start of the tournament with Larochelle. And look how far they've come. Oh, look at all these cliche songs that are flying in. Take a look at me now, eh? Phil Collins. Excited fans screaming that they're on the telly. That's magic. And Luke Pearce is the man in the middle this afternoon, in charge. So he will is getting ready to get us underway. Nah, no company. I do 20 nuggets on my own. I bet you do. I bet you do. Whilst watching Bridget Jones's Diaries, I bet. Right. Let's get tracking up as the clock ticks down from 5. Toulouse will kick us off. And we are off and underway. As I say, I'll bring you ball track in just a second, so get to the right place. So, Toulouse set up the Caterpillar, and we'll boot this downfield, looking for touch and find it just inside. It's a decent nudge, to be fair, just inside the half. Okay. I don't want table tennis. Right, so Toulouse are going to take this line out. And there we go. There we go. Smash him right there. Oh, and here we go. DuPont, little offload. And I'm not sure who that was. I think that was Cross, who's driving downfield, and DuPont then spins out as they come inside the 22. Stop exposing my depression routine. You're going to need you to respect Bridget Jones. You'd be wearing her pants, though, wouldn't you? That's what you've been doing. There we go. So, little cheeky turnover, and Toulouse find themselves pegged back in their own 22. Caterpillar is set, but will Skelton trying to disturb, so DuPont ends up firing it back to onto Mac, who finds touch on halfway. Happy days. Untermac, he's getting used to playing at Twickenham, isn't he? What's that? This is the third time in 12 months? Right then. Bang on the halfway line. And Larochelle. Oh, it's off the top, but it's not clean. So they get it to midfield anyway, but through Will Skelton, but it's not clean and it's been turned over. Advantage for the knock-on. Oh, sorry, no, advantage for in at the side. So penalty coming as DuPont looks to feed runners and offers a snipe around the corner himself. Coming back for the penalty, no advantage. And we're going to kick this. Is he pointed to the post already? Very tepid feel in the stands this afternoon. Not as lively as last night. But there is plenty of time yet. To be fair, it's fairly straight, and it's just inside of halfway. Not a great kicking percentage for Untermac, 67% in all competitions. So, but he does take on all comers. He's not frightened to take on a difficult one. When he gets it, he gets it. So we haven't seen it yet because the ball tracking is ever so slightly ahead of us. But we will bring that to you as it comes in. Larochelle just found wanting, biting in on defensively on the Toulouse attack, which caused a little bit of space for them. How is this? Well, it's well within his range, but it looked like it was going to sort of draw wide, but not to be. It went through. So 3-0 to Toulouse. Welcome in all 10 of us, by the way. Hello, everybody. Good to see you all. Do smash like and give me a cheeky sub if you like. We do lots of different sort of things on this channel. We're a bit of, if you were to order the Kickoff and Squidge from Wish, this is probably what you'd end up getting. Somebody described me as that the other day, and I'll take it. I'll take it. Squidge from Wish and the Kickoff from Wish. Happy days. Happy days. Oh, no, not that one. What's the first 5 minutes been like? To be fair, the first 5 minutes have been very, very non-starter. 90 seconds of it was taken up by a kick. And it's just very, very cagey. Kick to touch. Basically. It's 3 phases and exit. Nothing more, nothing less. Not interested in playing any real rugby. We've had one break, line break, because Larochelle bit in on... I can't remember. I think it was Cross that they bit in on, and he got away. And then other than that, it's pretty much just been kick tennis. Which we expected a little bit. So, what have we got? We've got a man down, but he's going to be okay. He's a monster of a man. Who's that? I don't watch an awful lot of top 14, if I'm honest. Oh, it's Arnold. Richie Arnold. Bit of trouble with his knee. I don't watch a lot of top 14, if I'm honest, so I do struggle putting faces to names early doors in these games, but we'll get better as the game goes on. We will pick it up as the game goes on. Richie Arnold's been at Toulouse for 3 seasons now. Doing bits. Doing bits, he is. Right then, so La Rochelle line out after Richie Arnold has been repaired, and we will see where we go from here. It's just inside the 10. Well, it wasn't straight, but it was straight, not straight the wrong way. And La Rochelle get the penalty for tackling off the ball. So, and who was that? That was Famuina. And Victor Vita still in the air, so that's why it's been called. And that's all because Toulouse have looked to get the shove on the driving maul early. So, we'll have another kick from West. Slotted 79 104 this season, so 76% conversion rate. It's not the easiest kick, but he will get it, as ball tracking has alluded. In his own time. It's the... oh, I tell you what. He started that well inside the post, but he's got a beautiful fade on that to pull it inside the uprights, and 3-3. So, cagey start in the opening 7.5 minutes for both these teams, and Untermac will get us back underway with the kickoff, and West will clear to halfway. Doolin will spin it to Untermac, who's going to have a little carry. Darts beats the first man, and Dupont left searching for runners and gets slapped in the back. And Malvaca has a little carry whilst Dupont sorts himself out. What a player Dupont is. Hands in the ruck at the minute, but all is good. They give that up. And a penalty comes then for hands on the floor and off feet. Rock and Roll Rugby on Twitter says, how did Dupont turn that into a great, still turn that into a great pass? He is a little magician, isn't he? If the Lions find a way to make him British, he'd be on the plane, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Here he is, the big man himself. The big is in the house. What we saying, big man? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. How's life? How's tricks? To be fair, I don't know how he gets it away, because he's on his knees and his biceps are wrapped up as well. Big love to my pale Anglo-Saxon friends in the north. Oi. Oh, it's the lighting, alright? It's this green screen that makes the camera grey out a little bit. Oh, that's what I'm saying anyway. I need a streaming room. I need a shed. And she won't let me have one. Done with all major commitments for now. Oh. Oh, God. Does that sound ominous? What major commitments are you done with? Anyway, another penalty, and looks like Toulouse are going to go for the post again. I think this is going to be the story of the game. This is going to be, in my opinion, proper old-fashioned finals rugby. any penalties going to go to the post and just keep the scoreboard ticking. Larochelle have conceded 3 penalties to Toulouse's 1. So we will see if that is... No. Oh, work. No relationship breakdowns, thankfully. I was going to say, I haven't got enough Häagen-Dazs to sort you out, mate. Tom's had all that with his depression. But if you want, in the Discord later, we'll put a rom-com on for you or something. Just make you feel better. And the kick is good, as we see. Oh, is this going to be one of them really, really boring corporate finals? We're 11 minutes in. And nothing's happened. We've hardly seen any rugby. It looks moist out there, I'm not going to lie. A few spots of rain on the camera lens. On Spider Cam. And footprints on the pitch, which normally suggests a fair amount of dew. Just saddened to see our Kiwi friends give us a hiding down south. Have they? I haven't seen any this weekend again. Have they won all 5 again? Are the Aussies regretting this Super Rugby venture? Oh no. Scenes you don't want to see. Dupont then turns to Le Caterpillar into the boot. And it's down to the Larochelle 10. 3-6 the score, 12 minutes on the clock. Up to the air and Untermack knocks it on. And then Larochelle knock it on. So we will have our first scrum of the game, I think. I think it's our first scrum of the game. Luke Pearce having a go at his best French. Like most Brits, he only knows how to order 2 beers. So the French players look somewhat confused at his scrum time instructions. It seems that defence is optional down south. Oh, God. Oh, no. Have the Waratahs turned up with 15 turnstiles? Oh, that's not what you want to see. Look at this. Beautiful scenes. Most of these are British fans, by the way. English and Welsh and Irish fans. We're going to come back a little look for a potential gouge. There was contact with the eye, but it's all been deemed okay and just a rugby incident, which I think is the right decision. So, Larochelle with the scrum just outside of the 22. Maybe we're going to see some actual rugby. Bottier has lined up in the 10 channel. So we know the crash ball is coming. Big old shove. And advantage coming. And Victor Vito carries up. Then Aldrit. Here we go. Bit of width. Oh, good hands. In the end to snaffle it. Lades with a decent pair of hands to hold on there. And we're coming back for the penalty. And we're going to posts. I mean, it's not the wrong decision. It's just the boring one, isn't it? Just give me boring Northern Hemisphere rugby. I love Caterpillar Ruxon 0-3 final scores. Wow, come on, the big. We don't normally get too many 0-3s. But there's a shit ton of Caterpillar Rucks, is there not? Oh, dear. Right. Not sure what we're waiting for here. It's just setting up the kick. Look, knockout rugby. I'm all for the 60-second shot clock on this because it seems to take these 10s an age to set up at the minute, and it's getting a bit ridiculous. The Huddersfield hamster is in a nice relaxing stream after breaking a pad and uninstalling FIFA. I need this. Oh no. Oh no. That's not what I want to hear. Has it been a grim day for FIFA? Is that the third pad you've got now? And again. Oh, it's off the post! And it's knocked backwards. So it was carried over. So we will have the Larochelle scrum on the 5. Check Discord later for more information. Oh dear. Oh dear. Speaking of Discord, if you would like to join our Discord and further the conversation beyond the stream, then feel free. The link is in the description below. Feel free to come and say hi and join us and enjoy the chat. We don't chat too often, but there's not many of us at the moment. Sorry. So yeah, do come and join us for that. And I'm sure as time goes on, we'll start to do some more things like group calls and things, and have a chat, debates, and maybe even a few streams. Who knows? Anyway, Larochelle spin it out wide, but we have got a penalty from the scrum, so we're coming back for that. And Larochelle have opted to go for the scrum again. How's the game been? Boring. It's been a bit of a non-starter. But Larochelle are turning the screw at scrum time. And although there was an even easier opportunity to get level peg in, they've opted to go for the scrum. So a bit more intense from Larochelle. Toulouse sausage is not a euphemism, by the way. Oh, wait, what? Oh, Toulouse sausage is great. So we'll put money behind the Toulouse lads. No! No! What are you saying? What are you saying? You like a bit of Toulouse sausage? On that old sausage. This is not a euphemism, by the way. I'm not buying it. As Toulouse pop up. But it is available at the back. It's gone back shoulder for Bourtier, so he has to stop in his run. And it squirts out. And Toulouse tried to kick it clear, but skew it. And Dulon is up in the line and is able to take it. So Larochelle back on the 5-metre line. And another penalty against Toulouse. Not on your feet at all. I would say we're going to get a warning here. One more and you're in the bin. I think that's 5 in very quick succession. What the fuck? 5-4-4. What the fuck? You are going to be leaving us behind soon and going international. BT Sport, BBC Sport, they will all be calling you. And then after all that, you'll join ITV just for the banter. What am I hearing? What am I hearing? What medicine has that hospital given you, Ewan? You're moving mad. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Larochelle haven't done much for the cured meats industry, so... Wait, you liked cured sausage? I'm ever so confused. So what we've established is that the big is a bit of a sausage gobbler. Right. What am I hearing? What has this stream turned into? Oh. Where can we find your love of sausage videos to Big? Have you got an OnlyFans or something? Okay, we're getting this scrum reset. Larochelle Larochelle, not happy with the scrum. Luke Pearce not happy, telling both teams, come on, get these scrums working, both teams. The mic is crackling a bit. Right, let's try and chuck it over there. Hopefully, if I'm a bit quieter, that might fix it. I think it's just because the condenser is just clipping a little bit. I'm a bit noisy today. I might just need to turn it down a touch. I'm just saying Toulouse is good in general. To be honest, Big, I have 4 needles in. I've had 4 needles in my eye in the last 4 mornings. Right, so Toulouse then are gonna have the scrum. What happened there? Bottier knocks it on. Great work from. Is that Untermack? Untermack there. Just he's juggling the ball and Untermack comes in and slots him. Food. Screams the Big. Lay off that heroin, mate. Yeah, Ewan, you've been moving mad, son. Is that microphone better now, mate? If you could let me know, that'd be great. So, just dealing with a little bit of blood. I mean, it would be an upgrade from what I normally have out of my wheel. The Huddersfield hamster on his wheel. Right. 3-6. Larochelle, I'm pretty sure it's Larochelle they're talking about. Just talking about their captain's run yesterday. They were struggling with the wet ball, so they've had to adjust their game plan slightly. Bonjour, bud. How are you? Tidy, I am. Sorry, that was incredibly offensive of me. I apologise if I've offended any Welsh snowflakes with my mocked accent. How are you, buddy? You doing well? Good to see you. Welcome in Rock and Roll Rugby, another fab YouTuber, new on the game. Well, he's not new on the game, but he's new to his own channel. And let's get his link in there as well. Rock and Roll Rugby, very similar to myself. There's a little bit of watch-alongs, little bit of analysis content. It's lovely jubbly. Is Ben, and he's a nice lad as well, which is always good. It's always easy to watch somebody that's a nice lad. So let's get his channel in the chat. Just bear with me while I do that. While we get this scrum set up as well. On their own 5-metre line are Toulouse and Vito. Oh, is that it? Is that rock and roll? Is that rock and roll? Have you done me a good one? Nice one. Cheers, Ian. It's still the same. I don't know. I think it might be more of an audio thing rather than position. I'm not really sure what it's doing. Had the idea of doing a channel called Rock and Roll Rugby ages ago. There's a podcast called Rock and Roll Rugby as well. This, I think it's a quite catchy quote. There we go. As I was told by someone who privately messaged me on Facebook, like Squid Rugby with a thyroid problem. I got that as well. I got when you order Squid Rugby from Wish. Yeah. I mean, I'll take that all day. Once again, my thunder has been telepathically stolen. Oh no. Oh no, you've been mudded, mate. Mudded. Alright, let's... No. Oh, crumbs. There we go. Right. Oh, the coach on the touchline's getting his kit off. Is he coming on? Has he had enough of shouting at him about it? He's just going to come on and fix it himself. As we have yet another scrum. Larochelle in possession of this one. And we'll see. Little conversation at the back there about what they're going to do. Squidge Rugby, except with even less ADHD medication. Oh my god. That's a bit harsh, but I like it. It sounds like, and I may be wrong, but the microphone not fully plugged in. It's fully plugged in. Yeah, it's fully plugged in. That's naughty, but I loved it. All the good ones are naughty though, aren't they? So, Larochelle then. What are we saying here? Oh, crossing now. Fucking hell. I tell you what, this game is riveting. Thank God you're all here, because this is a difficult watch. I'm not going to lie. I've been properly diagnosed with mild ADHD as a kid, so I'm allowed to joke about it. Are you pulling the I've got it so I can card? You're pulling the I've got it so I can card. I like that. I respect that. Right. Toulouse with another scrum then, and away it goes, and to the air, and it's out in the full. It's out in the full. Why hasn't that gone back? That's carried back. There we go. Line touch judge changes his mind there. So Toulouse now will have to defend the line out in their own 22 from onto Max over heavy kick. Territory wise, 14% in Larochelle's 22, 18% just outside it, 44% in Toulouse's half, and 24% inside their 22. So Larochelle on top at the minute, even though the scoreboard doesn't suggest it. But we will keep a beady eye on things as they get them all going from this line out. Penalty on its way. And it's deep from Larochelle. Deep Ryan. So there's height tackle issue there. And the pick and go from Aldrit. Weird not seeing him in blue. I'm not going to lie. What a contrast a day has been. Do you know what I mean? Last night, like loads of people have muddied Leicester this morning and saying how crap they were and how boring they were. Look, they were out muscled in the back. So I'm not sure what you want Leicester to do. Like, the running game wasn't on. Right, so we're coming back for the penalty and they're going to kick it. But we will talk about this Leicester thing for a moment. The running game just wasn't there. Like, they didn't... Montpellier were running an exquisite blitz defence. So they were being shut down and they were outgunned in the back line. They weren't, however, outgunned in the front line. And they were able to absolutely annihilate Montpellier in the set piece. So they were absolutely right to play a territory game and put pressure on Montpellier's set piece. What went wrong for Leicester is they probably made their changes before the game was won. Unfortunately, Ben Youngs is not a replacement scrum half. He's a starting scrum half. So I can see what they did. They tried to put him there to steady the ship at the end of the game and sort of keep everybody calm, but he was in a position where the kick is good, by the way. He was in a position where he had to try and make something happen, and that's not something he's used to having to do. So, mate, I'll leave you to it, and I'll catch you later. Don't forget to ruck something and keep them up. The catchphrase goes something like that. No, the catchphrase is face down, ass up. That's the way we like to ruck. Christ almighty, call yourself a fanboy. Rumour has it that George Ford was still hitting spiral bombs until 6 AM this morning. Look, mate, I get it. I get why people are whinging about it because they lost the game, but it was the right decision. He didn't really have a choice because he had nothing outside him to offer. I'm sure Freddie's going to jump in a minute and tell me I'm very, very wrong, but other than Freddie Stewart, there wasn't a lot going on outside the 10 channel for Leicester. And Dupont, how is he doing this? How is he doing this? Like, he's just been absolutely annihilated, and then Dupont is... Oh, hello, we got a yellow card here. And he's going to get a red card as well, by the looks of it. Because that's a red card, you know. He's slotted him in the face and he's cleaned him out cold. And he's lay on the floor unconscious. Oh, this has just got a bit spicy. So he's been sin-binned because he shotted the ball carrier who tried to tap quickly and go, and he's killed him within a metre basically. And Bottier has slotted him through his chin, shoulder on chin. There's no mitigation there. He's made no effort to get any lower. 27th minute, final over. Christ, Skelton, Bottier, you're not wrong. What's going on with this chat? What's happened here? Well, I'm crippled at the moment, so I get a pass to get away with fraudulent actions. But anyway, anyhow, in a bit, brother. In a bit, mate. In a bit. I feel like I've just been robbed. Well, Bottier has just robbed. Wait, why do you feel like you're a bit... Oh, for the love... For God's sake. Got 20 nuggets, only 17 in the bowl. What's the matter with you? Right, Luke Pearce, I've no idea what Luke Pearce has just said, but out comes the red card. Bottier's afternoon is done, and he throws his bottle on the floor in frustration, and you feel for Ronan O'Gara now. It's a long way back for Larochelle, and wow, he walks down the tunnel. So, I mean, it's the right decision. It's the right decision. It's just a shame in a final. And the physio is... Wait, he's not gone off for a HIA? Nah, he must have gone off for a HIA. No, he's still on the field. He was out cold. That's mental. That may well have just cost them the final. He said, and I quote loosely, your man just nearly took his fucking head off and totally his fault. Tell him to go piss off and have a shower. You're not wrong. Luke Pearce dropping bombs. There's nothing of me as it's the big show. I'm like, oh, what? Oh, I see. Maccas are telling you to lose some weight. Oh, That's all that junk, mate. Get off the heroin. Right. Get off the heroin, you'll put some weight on. Right. So, a mistake from Toulouse. And it's taken them some time to work it out, but they are bringing off Medard to have his head examined because it seems to be not on his shoulders. Ewan's heroin weight loss plan is pretty effective. Right. Is that Will Skelton changed his shirt? Yeah, Will Skelton. He's put some weight on, hasn't he, Will Skelton? He lost a ton of weight. He's put a ton of weight on. He's been on them pork and cheese boards, hasn't he, all season? He lost loads of weight when he finished at Saracens. He's piled it all back on. Right. Larochelle scrum. Big old shove. Victor Vito. Carries up and over halfway. It's not held, so he goes again. Advantage knock on for Larochelle as Toulouse try and steal off the base, and Aldrit goes. Still advantage, says Luke Pearce. Advantage terminé. I think that means advantage over. Or as Rock and Roll would say, shove your advantage up your arse. Will Skelton. Can't eat anything because your jaw is swinging so bad. Tom? The wallaby that could have been. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They could probably use him right about now. But here we go then. So, the big man himself carries up and just offloads in contact. Advantage hands in the ruck. Bit of a silly rookie mistake there. And there is space on the width. Advantage coming. Lades has a little go. Skelton boshes up. Who's bigger than the bloody props? That's how much weight he's put on. He's bigger than the props. What are we saying? You should have checked out some Japanese rugby. It's still... Oh, is it finished now? Oh, and it's knocked on. It's gone loose and knocked on. But relax, 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 says Loose Beard. We're coming back here. Not rolling away. 14 phase advantage. I reckon that advantage was probably over. But there we go. If I was told I was lifting Will Skelton in the line out, I'd throw a swinging arm and get a red just to get out of it. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I ain't lifting that. Go and get, like, wire him into Spider Cam and we'll just crane lift him up. Do you know what I mean? I ain't messing about with that. Go and get me the 15. We'll chuck him up. I just love that. That's something I love about grassroots rugby. Every now and again they go, oh yeah, we'll 15's tall. We'll just chuck him up. Yes, please. Yes, please. Right. Larochelle with the penalty. Pretty much right in front of the post. You'd think they'd want this. Get in front. Anti-gravity boots for line out. Look, he needs his own bloody space rocket to get up. You just feel like Toulouse are going to find themselves a red card here. I tell you what. Toulouse are going to get a... So, bit of cynical play from Toulouse and a yellow card is going to be coming. Luke Beer's not messing about today with his pocket. It's straight back in there for some G's. And Elstad will even up the numbers for the next 10 minutes. Basically, he comes in, no arms, and then scoops his hand in and flicks the ball out. Get in the bin, you sausage. Read an article on him a few weeks back. He was 150 kilos at Sarries and dropped to 140 currently. That is mad. Plus he's got size 17 feet. Yeah, no, he's got monstrously big feet. But I hope Skelton hasn't been sharing needles with you. Oh, God. Oh, what am I hearing? What is this chat today, man? Larochelle 9, Toulouse 6. Both teams down to 14 men for the time being. Ron O'Gara looks a little bit calmer up in the stands. Right then. Of course, if you're new around here and you're enjoying the stream, feel free to give that subscribe button a little tickle and go and give me a little love tap on the like button as well. We'd appreciate that, let me tell you. It's fab. Try to get Ewan to quit the smack. Oh, he was on smack when he started stereo account, I'm sure of it. Dear oh dear. Right, Toulouse then got the driving maul rolling and Dupont just sniping around the corner looking for runners off him and oh, Colby puts them. Is that Colby? No, sorry, it's Aki puts the man through. But he can't take it with him, and Larochelle have a little go themselves. Little chip kick, and Doulin gets on it, and Dupont steals it. Everything was all right with that, but Doulin knocked it on just before Dupont stole it. So, oh, little bit of manic moments there, but that's the sort of stuff we want to see. I tell you what, that's great work in the 5 meter channel because Aki has pretty much chewed up all of it. Oh, Wayne Barnes on touch. And who's that? Rule. Just no, it's not. It's LaBelle. Just not able to get on the end of that. Unfortunate. And then Dupont reaches in to Doulin's grasps and causes the knock on. So we're all up to date. Oh God, there we go. Has Colby got off the bus yet? He ain't touched the ball yet. He's standing there scratching his arse. He's had nothing to do because nobody is interested in playing any rugby. Well, real rugby. We've had scrum after scrum after scrum, and here's another one. I tell you what, as a fan, like, I always say, oh, I'd love to be at the final. And I've been to a couple of finals over the years. But finals these days, I've no interest in going. Like, I've no interest in paying 50 quid a ticket to sit there, watch an absolute kick fest, and just watch penalties kicked. Ooh, overcooked the kick, so we will come back, and looks like it's going to be just inside the 10. Yeah, it's about halfway between the 10 and the 22. I've just no interest in just watching penalties. We've not even got close to a try yet. Be interesting actually to look at the stats and see what's being said there. Medard coming back on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. I don't know how he is, because he was out cold. And his arms were out in front of him all stiff and whatnot. So there's no way he's passed an HIA. That's for sure. I can guarantee you that. Vito then clearing out. And a huge counter ruck from Toulouse. But Larochelle able to hold on and recycle that. And the ball becomes available eventually. And the kick goes up. And we've got an advantage coming for taking the man in the air. And we'll come back for the penalty. Luke Pearce is going to have a little chat. Late tackle by number 5 on the kicker. And then tackled in the air as well. But no dangers as such. I mean, it's just a penalty. Luke Pearce having a little moan about having to do refereeing. Not sure about that. Right, so we've got a penalty for Toulouse. Cup final rugby is never anything worth shouting about. You're not wrong, mate. Sometimes it's a fucking hard watch. We'll actually see what DuPont is made of today, using ball on the back foot. To be fair, Toulouse have pretty much had front foot ball. They're not under any real pressure. Neither team's putting the other team under pressure. They're playing quite defensively. Oh, the kick's gone through, so we'll see this one. It's a fair old hock. This 45 meters, but he's got 2 from 2. Hard to tell the difference between a Frenchman and a head injury victim. One's carrying the frog's legs, the other isn't. Jesus, the big. Pew pew! Shots fired. I tell you what, that nudge is awesome. It's gone through successfully. Super stuff. Right. Medard stood on the touchline, just sort of looking around, going, "Where the fuck am I?" I have no clue. But he's come back on with his mutton chops, and we'll see how he gets on. But I don't know whether he's I'm not sure if that's his blue steel look, or he's just confused as hell. Oh. Went too far there, I reckon. Nah. Never. We've still got viewers, so you know you've gone to... I know I've gone too far when I've go from 15 viewers, and the second I say something, it drops to 6. Building up for the Wallabies France tests. I went to that. There's going to be some good games there. I think France are going to have the making of you, but should be some good games to watch there. Anyway, on come Larochelle. Big hit on Prisso from Famanua. I'll tell you what, there's some hard lines being run now. And a penalty again. Won by the tight head Antonio. Huge collisions. And they're not soft tackles either. They're head-on-head shots. They are going... They are going route 1. Hopefully not. No, well, you're right. I'd rather Australia won it than France, but I can't see you beating this French team at the minute. Hard lines being run also is an apt description of my weekend. Are you moving mad? Are you moving mad? I, no comment, Your Honour. No comment, Your Honour. Right, the kick is good. What am I hearing? Why has this become a Class A stream? Right. It's pretty straight. It's about 38 metres out, you'd say. And the clock is in the red, so this will be the last act of the half. It's going to be good. Larochelle, even though they're down to 14, well, both sides are still down to 14. There's still a minute 41 left on the clock. But Larochelle are leading at the break. Right. Not a single try in the first half. The Champions Cup is being shown up by the Challenge Cup, because the Challenge Cup was a decent watch. I felt tense, I felt nervous, I felt all the things I should do in a rugby final, but I was a neutral. Like, I'm not a Leicester fan. So that was really a really good game. But today it's been a bit poo. Not going to lie. Got to add excitement to this penalty first. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Get both these teams on various substances and we'll get a cracking game. By the looks of it, some of them have been on various substances, if you get what I'm saying. There's some big old boys out there. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break. And while we're away, we'll give you some wonderful little stats to have a little look at. Thanks to the EPCR website. So we will be back in just a few moments' time. I've got to go and relieve myself. But pop some chat in the comments. Have a chat amongst yourselves. Enjoy the moment. We're here for today. Smash like, smash subscribe, and we'll be back after this short break. I probably should have prepared to hit that button straight away, but never mind. Here we go. And we're back. Welcome back in. Welcome back in. Let's see what the chat is saying. Let's turn that down a bit. That's a little bit loud in my ear. Okay, let's see what the chat's saying. For legal purposes, Dickie is not implying members of the Larochelle and Toulouse teams are steroid abusers. No, I'm not. I'm not. Thank you for my legal consult, the big. Romain, how are you? Or was it Ramon? I'm not sure. I think it's probably Roman, isn't it? But welcome. Hello, welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you. The UK Hubster 67 is back. UK, what we saying? Hello, how are you? The man of many words. Yes, the evening. Well, hello, stranger. How are you? Yes, darling. You got new flip-flops? Very nice. Apologies. My daughter's just been given some new flip-flops. Happy days. Things you'll love to see. Right, well, I suppose let's get ready for the second half of the penalty shootout. So, yeah. Here we go. I'm just waiting for players to return. It looks like, during the break, that La Rochelle have struggled to settle... what was his name? Bottier. It looks like they struggled to settle him back down. He's a bit wound up about his red card. And I mean, he's got every right to be annoyed that he got sent off, but... if you're a numpty, you're a numpty. And he deserved a red. So, he's gone. And you can't really blame anybody but himself. He shot him early, which he shouldn't have done. And he shot him high, which he shouldn't have done. So, it's the right decision to chuck him in the bin. But we got a fresh brew. What are we drinking today, by the way? What's everyone's typicals? I'm trying to motivate myself to go for a run in a bit. So, I've got a half marathon in August that I haven't started training for. So I probably should start that. But, yeah, so I'm on the coffee at the minute. But I would rather be on the Stella Artois. That is for sure. Because something stronger is going to be required to get through this second half. It has not been a great watch. But let me know what your thoughts are. What are you thinking? I'm thinking we need to see a little bit more rugby. I want to see somebody go to the corner. I want to see somebody try and grab the game by the scruff of the neck and take control of it. I think if one team does that, then we've got a very different game on our hands. But at the minute, it's just going to be a case of waiting for a mistake in each other's half. So that is that really, isn't it? Let's have a look at some of these stats then. Oh, excuse me. I do apologise. Got the old hickety dups. Let's go there, and we want to share that screen. Let's have a look at these stats. So, attack has been 56% versus 44%. 100 metres gained versus 106 metres gained. I think that speaks volumes to the quality of the game. Those figures were double that last night. 10 tackles missed for La Rochelle, 6 for Toulouse. Both teams have had a turnover each. 43 tackles for La Rochelle, 65 for Toulouse. There was that period of about 5 minutes where La Rochelle were just peppering the Toulouse 22. But yeah, not great, not great. La Rochelle then, 80% of their penalties have gone through. That one that hit the post. And for Toulouse, have had 3 from 3. In other news, elsewhere around the rugby world this afternoon, it's worth pointing out, BT have just reminded me, to be fair, Saracens women and Harlequins women will be the finalists in the Allianz 15s, Premiership 15 for the ladies' game, and that final will take place next weekend. We might do that one, you know, because that'll be a decent game. That will be a decent game. Anyway, kickoff is underway. Let's bring back ball tracking. And Jerome Kano takes the kick and carries forward before Untermack is forced to check back inside, deep inside his own territory. And Dupont is asking for Caterpillar defenders to come and sort him, which he gets. So, 40 minutes to go. Still got another minute left on the yellow card, I think, for Toulouse. BT have taken the clock away because they weren't sure how long was left on that. So, we will just have to wait for Luke Pearce's word. Okay. Okay. Are you going to take over with you? Okay. Right, so Larochelle with the line out just inside Toulouse's 10, and they get that drive going. Of course, Larochelle down to 14 after some heinous act from Boutier. And the Maul is driving forward, to be fair. They're up towards the 22 and over the 22 now, before it splinters off and is broken down. And ripped in the tackle. There was a few oohs from players to suggest potentially high. And then a penalty for Larochelle for holding on. So, wow, I mean, I want to see him, Aldrit, had a look at here, having a little look at him. I want to see Larochelle go to the corner here, but to be fair, Aldrit in a lot of pain. Well, I'll tell you what, it's pretty much exactly the same as the Boutier one. So we're going to have a look upstairs by the look of it. What do you think? What's your initial thought? My initial thought is yellow. It's just it's a tad bit lower. I think it's oh, so we're saying no direct contact. It's chest first. It's chest first, and then the head snaps back. So we'll stay with the penalty that we were originally awarding. And Aki can think himself a lucky boy, because an inch higher, and it's red. By the way, the Twickers ground staff done a fantastic job of this pitch. It looks absolutely exquisite, and I believe they relayed this pitch in the last month. So to get it ready for this weekend has been a monumental effort from the ground staff. I'm pretty sure it was fully relayed. Anyway, they changed the direction on the old stripes as well. Just noticed. But that's beside the point, and that's me talking nonsense as West hits the post again. Ooh. 6 points lost to the post through the route of West, and you would have to say that could be quite costly, because they could have had a 9-point lead and forced Toulouse to chase this game. They haven't, and you would say that Larochelle will just continue as they are. Anyway, kick in the air, and it does get flung back to Larochelle, so they will retain possession for this as they attack up and over the halfway line. Jouer, cries the referee. Nothing on, so we'll go back to the air. Ask a question of Medard. And is that Aki? I'm trying to think. Has anyone seen Chesney Colby touch the ball yet? Oh, it's a little cheeky snipe through the middle of the breakdown, and a kick from, speaking of Chesney Colby, he's in the corner. He scored the first try of the game. Oh, let's describe that to you. So what happened there was Barley jumped straight over the top of the breakdown with the ball, which is perfectly fine. Got the offload to Dupont, who put the chip in over the top, and Chesney Colby was there. Oh, is it a foot in touch? I tell you what, that is a great tackle there. He's going to be called in touch. Foot is definitely in touch all day long. No try. It's going to be a line out. The first time Chesney Colby touches the ball, and he was pretty much in for a try. And Larochelle have gone quickly and straight over the top and deep into midfield, and will kick this clear, but only as far as Colby, who now is in the game, can't get away from the ball as he steps and darts and dives, but eventually is caught. Out it comes into the backs then. Aki. And it's a penalty. What are we doing? Players don't want to give the ball up, which is fair enough. 10 metres out from the try line, right in front of the sticks, Toulouse will have a penalty. Not sure what for, but we will find out in due course. And, well, Antomac will slot this with a great deal of ease, you would have thought, and has done. So, 12-12. Toulouse just stepping up the pace a little bit there, and it's opened up Larochelle. That's twice now they have used hands, and twice they have gained huge meterage off of it. So it's something to think about for these coaches. Probably have a go at them a bit more now, as it's all level in southwest London. Right then, so we'll wait for the kickoff. And just no guard set. Nobody guarding the edges, the fringes of the breakdown. And he's just able to jump straight over the top of it. I think they're going to have, because they're short on numbers, they are going to have to narrow up this defence a little bit and sort of blend a mix of drift and blitz. So whilst getting to the outside shoulder, also trying to jam shut the door for any wide play from Toulouse. So knock on from Toulouse, and oh wow. I mean, he's sold his mate up the river there, if I'm being perfectly honest. He's He's basically just popped a pass off just before contact to a man inside him who was just about to take contact himself. So we will have a Larochelle scrum just inside the Toulon 22. And you would hope that Larochelle are going to try and squeeze and nudge this one over and forward. Get a bit of a base to play off, and they do go blind. And West carries forward. And then Caballo has a little snipe around the corner. No guard home. And Larochelle get the pick and go game going. 3 meters out now. Alderich over the ball. Alderich now takes the ball. And just pops it up to his man. Is it down? It's short. And it's spilled out. And Aki comes away with it. And it's going to be 2 knock-ons. And knocked on the goal line. And we will have a scrum 5 for Toulouse. So they sort of get themselves out of jail there. Oh. Just as he's about to put the ball down, he loses control of it. And Toulouse can think themselves very lucky because they were under the cosh. Austin Healy just saying, if you can get the ball to Colby here, you've got 7 points. Don't know about that. It's a long way to go. What are we saying for the second half? Are we a bit more interested in this? Is it been a bit more to our liking? Or is it... It's been more the same for me, really. There's been a bit more happen. But it's very French. Not going to lie. It's very French. Paul Williams on Twitter makes an interesting point. If Toulouse are attacking from first phase, why aren't they hitting the 12-13 channel, where Larochelle are weakest? Just having a midnight snack. What did I miss? A couple of scrums. No, not this much. It's picked up in terms of pace a little bit. Chesney Colby had a try disallowed. Had a foot and touch when he dotted down. But other than that, not an awful lot. But the pace has increased. The urgency has been there a little bit. Riveting. Not wrong. Paul Williams adds, it is like, I'll put this one to you, people, and you can, answers on a postcard, whether you agree or disagree. It is like watching a 1980s Curry Cup in South Africa. And I've got a Toulouse scrum penalty for wheeling, I believe. Yeah, it is, to be honest, I liken it to watching Saracens Leinster. Do you remember when they did that at St James's Park? It's not too dissimilar to that. Not a lot's gone on. A ton of penalties. So, yeah. Larochelle are letting them off the hook there with that scrum. Right, so Toulouse set up the line out on halfway. And Dupont is cut off and trapped in and forced to take it on himself. Corey carries. Ina has a go himself. Untermack then carries. Eventually gets down. under the power of Aldrit. DuPont, and it's a foot race. It's a great nudge. And LaBelle loses it into touch. Two players winded, we believe. So we will have just a little breather for a second. And it's a great nudge from DuPont all the way down the tram line. Just checking whether the pitch is perfectly level, which it is. And LaBelle... Oh, sorry, no, it was Medard. It was Medard with the kick through. And LaBelle takes the ball and then... and then it pinballs around off everybody and into touch. So it will be a Toulouse line out. So Medard... Yeah, it's yellow. It's off yellow last, so it will be a Toulouse line out. So in all, is this more or less entertaining than having Ewan administer heroin via your eyes? More entertaining, because that doesn't sound very entertaining at all, having heroin administered to my eyes. What? What am I listening? What am I even reading? Oh my God. Right, so we've got a couple of changes coming then for Larochelle. Oh. They have given... Oh, it's clipped the heel of LaBelle. So it is going to be a Larochelle line out. And they go right over the top. Something that teams are loving to do at the minute. And the caterpillar is set. And jouer is the cry from Luke Pierce. And they will make about 15 metres on that as it flies into touch. Nick Mullins just asking Austin Healy and Sam Warburton to describe this game in a word. Tactical comes from Sam Warburton. And composed. Well, he's only asked for one word, you numpty. And Austin Healy goes with the word dull. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Oh dear, oh dear. Shouldn't have polished off a 500ml bottle of 8.3% cider on an empty stomach, to be honest. Nah, you should have done, mate. You should have done. It's brilliant. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You're not going to be loving it in the morning, but I am all about that. Shit. I'm assuming you're referring to describe this game in one word. It is shit. You're not wrong. Ryan, welcome in. Allez, La Rochelle. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Dicky. Jouer. It's about as much French as I know. I'm sorry, but I really don't know much French at all. But foot rot. La Rochelle, foot rot. This game has felt... I would prefer to have foot rot than watch this game again. I'm not going to lie. Right. Toulouse just held up short of the line. Where did that come from? I was looking at the comments. It's not there yet. Penalty coming. Luke Pierce is asking for everybody to step away while he has a little look at the situation. And then he's going to go upstairs to the referee. So, no advantage for the offside. So, we're going to be coming back for a penalty at the very, very least. Nope. Not even gonna review it. He's happy with what he knows. Well, right, okay, so now we are going to go. After DuPont's had a little word with Luke Pierce, we are going to go upstairs. On field is no try. And it's just going to be sure because it is a final after all. Yes, I am. I'm Rochelle's. I would buy Larochelle win. Oh, you'd love a Larochelle win. To be fair, judging on what we've seen, I would quite like a Larochelle win as well. Yes. Layla's World, welcome in. Je suis pour La Rochelle Aussie. You're a poor Aussie from living in La Rochelle, is that what you're saying? I don't know. I don't know. On set. Honest. What? What is. Honest ensemble. What? You've got a nice ensemble? You're wearing some nice clothes. Rochelle is the best. There we go. We got there in the end. So I'm Dickie's opinion. Foot rot this game. Heroin through the ice. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, buddy. Hang on. What are we saying? Is it down? We're still looking at this, by the way. There's nothing conclusive there. There's no compelling evidence to overturn it, so no try. Penalty for offside. Key in the question there, because on-field decision was no try. If you'd have said any reason why I can't award it, it would have been given. But not to be. Layla's World, I apologise. I am a typical Brit. I know no other languages. All I do when I go on holiday abroad is just shout louder and use really shit hand signals. 2 beers. 2 beers. 2 beers, please. But much louder. Right, so a couple of changes being made there. Number 8 has come off for Toulouse, so that is Canio has come off, and Larochelle have sacked that beautifully. So Toulouse will be on back football, but Bile is sneaking around the corner. More runners coming for Toulouse, looking to cause Larochelle some problems. And oh, it's Cheslin Colby around the corner, and he's in touch again. He's in touch again, foot in touch. But it was a beautiful step. It was a beautiful step. So we'll have a Larochelle line out as Cheslin Colby wants to have a few handbags with Bulgrat. Right. Oh, Boogerit. Boogerit. How did I get that wrong? To be fair, watching this game, I've thought Boogerit a couple of times. Bonjour à mes amis français. Do you? Ooh. Larochelle got away with that. They went over the top again and got caught short, but Toulouse had put incorrect numbers in the line, so they've got the free kick. And they will find themselves smack bang in between the 10 and halfway. Wow. So, 25 minutes to go in this one. And it's all square. Mind you, extra time is an option, isn't it? Extra time is an option. So we could get another half an hour of this. As Toulouse poke one downfield, and then Larochelle try to return the favour, but do so out on the full. So we will come back for the line out just outside of the Larochelle 22. It's going to be a big ask for Larochelle to win this in extra time, though, isn't it? Cassitoy roast beef. What, you want a casserole with roast beef? I'm not sure if you've taken the heroin or if you're trying to speak French. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I remember the Moulin Rouge. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? That's French, isn't it? I don't know what it means, but sounds good. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Probably said something horrifically rude. But such is life. Dupont then gets a little shove off of Vito. And Untermack with a little chip over the top, and the mark is called there. And happy days. Making use of high school French. I did German and I failed it. I moved schools in year 9. So I did 2 years of Spanish, a year of French, and didn't understand. I was 2 years behind everybody else. So we all started German in year 9 together, so I stuck with German. It was terrible. J'ai vu couch sticky. I think he's called me a couch potato. Not sure. You called me fat again. Right. Dupont. Toulouse trying to utilise that extra man in width. As Chesney Colby provides the support there, and more runners in midfield now. Toulouse trying to move it backwards and forwards across the field as they get into a more spacious space. And oh, is it going to be a try time? It is! Finally, we have a try, and all they had to do was move the ball across the field a couple of times, and the space opened up. A great little line, huge looping pass out onto the wing, and then pop back inside for number 21. Who is number 21? For Budahent to expose the gap and put Dumeru into the final hole. And great try, well worked from Toulouse. And 20 minutes to go. We're going to have to see Larochelle play now to get back into this. Anyway, here comes the conversion. All happy with the try. Oh, sorry, it's Juan Cruz Malia. Oh yeah, I'm reading from the wrong team sheet. Fucking idiot. So it was Talafua that put him through, and Malia has nailed it. I've got no highlighter to help me either. Let's put it like that so I can see the top of it. Hello, mate. Well, hello, my friend. How the devil are you? Nice of you to join us this afternoon. Hope you're well. Up until now, we have been enjoying a 60-minute penalty shootout. But you have joined us just as the game has been given its first try. How's the game been? Well, we have seen more images of fans in the stands waving flags than we've seen rugby. I think it's fair to say. And the biggest moving mad has got a bit of an obsession with heroin today. But it's all good. It's all good. Larochelle down to 14 men since the 20th minute through a Boutier red card for high tackle. And yeah, 19-12 to Toulouse. Has it been a pen fest? Proper pen fest, mate. Proper pen fest. 12-12. And Larochelle had missed 2. But yeah. I hate a slow game. It's been a hard watch. It's been a hard watch. Wow, taken in the air, surely. Whoa, referee. Wow. So, we've had a little chip over the top here. And he's competing for the ball there. Yeah, not a lot you can do about that. He's in a... TMO says he touches the ball, so he's in a position to compete. So, no foul play there. And... yeah, so nothing in it. We will move, and we're going to have a Toulouse scrum is what we're going to have for a knock-on. And he's not landed well, and he's gone straight to his shoulder. I think we might have a dislocation here. I think we might be seeing a little bit of a wonky sleeve job. They've sent for the stretcher already, and he is, not only is he panting on the floor, which is never a good sign, his legs are squirming as well. So yeah, still getting crackling from your mic. Have you checked your connection? Yeah, I have a couple of times. Let me try it again. Hang on, bear with me a second. I'll just go quiet a minute. Right, hopefully that's better. Hopefully that's fixed it. Do let me know though. Do let me know if it's still popping off. I've tried everything else. I can't figure out what's wrong with it. It is a year old now, so... Anyway, we have still got the clock off while we fix poor Budahent. Roman Ontamark today, 3 carries, 10 passes, 8 kicks from hand, 14 points. We are going to have a change, and good news is he's not on the stretcher. He is seated in the chair. Still here crackling, but it's all good, bro. I need to. I'll do some test streams later and try and figure this out, because I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what's causing it. I thought it was just the condenser clipping. Boutihen then is looking like he's in significant amount of pain. He does not look in. Oh, and the driver's found every pothole on the way back as well, isn't he? Right then, so we will have the Toulouse scrum on the 10. And away it goes, and it's booted downfield from Untermac into the 22. And up it goes through Doulin. And on the Pont is found out a little bit there, and then it gets to Untermac somehow, and they get it away. And Lades spills it. So Doulin will have another go as he puts this one up, a long way up, and chases his own kick. Untermac gets a hold of it, and Doulin brings him to ground. So Medard is in backfield and will kick downfield again for Aldrich to carry up slowly. Is the best way to describe that carry. He's had a tired shift, having to cover that 12 channel as well as his own. Skelton, big old Skelton. And they come through to halfway, trying to utilise some width, and Aldrich just about gathers it in time. Again, a chip and go, but is blocked. And again, Toulouse, no interest in playing any rugby whatsoever. And the ball will trickle over the try line, and we'll have a 22 dropout for Larochelle. Pretty much going to be how this game is played now. Toulouse get ball, Toulouse kick ball. Ask Larochelle to play it 100 meters. It's going to be difficult for them, as Talafua tries to move the ball wide, and there's Dupont outside him with a little chip through. Perfectly timed tackle, and we're going to have a Larochelle line out. So a little bit of life injected into this. Arthur Joly is coming on. He looks a bit jolly, if you ask me. And off comes Antonio in his place. Plenty of time left for Larochelle to get back into this. On comes Ainu'u, sorry. Is on as well. So Larochelle up and set that driving maul, but Toulouse not interested and in competing and get that maul set up themselves. I can't talk today. I've had a howler. So Larochelle will have to go to the and retain the possession. No, they don't. No, they don't. Toulouse have really dominated this half. They've stepped up tempo a little bit, and not a lot, but a little bit, and they've held on to this very well. And Chesney Colby is up to compete, but knocks it on. So we will have a Larochelle scrum. Austin Healy just doing a little bit of analysis on the Larochelle defence here, and because they are a man down, they are looking to stay very narrow in their defensive set, and as a result, all Toulouse need to do is very, very basic hands, fix and move, and they will have Chesney and Colby on the overlap all day, every day. They could score tries for days, but instead they are opting to run it. To kick it. So Austin Healy getting very annoyed that they're not. They're not really doing anything with the ball. Austin Healy most frustrated with that. And in particular, most frustrated Untermack, who's not recognising it, and a player of his calibre. I mean, he wants to compete with Jelly Baby. He wants to compete with Jelly Baby for that French 10 shirt. This is not the performance that would say, yeah, you're in with a shot. Anyway, right, here comes this scrum, and it is wheeling away. An advantage coming for Larochelle as they try to go wide themselves, but there's no space. Well, he's just going to make space. Dylan Lades is bundled into touch then eventually, and it will be a Toulouse line-out. Great break, because there was no space on offer. It was a poor pass that he had to take off his shins, and Rule just absolutely lost Labelle and put Lades in, and you thought maybe if you can get a little bit more in field, he might be okay. But that was Lades' last act of the game as he comes off for retire. Anyway, it's a new breakaway, so no more. So Larochelle will have to roll away from that, and Dupont will downfield. And up come Larochelle through Doulin. Oh, he gives it a show and go, but there's nobody there for Ritier. And he was never getting that. And Lavolt gives away the penalty from in a very kickable position. And you would feel now, if they get this, it's over. I know that there's, 10 minutes of gameplay left, but Larochelle, without 15 men on the field, look exhausted. They've done so well to stay in this for so long, but this is going to be the nail in the coffin if Untermack gets this one, you would say. Larochelle not really offering anything that looks like they're going to score, or even get a penalty in Toulouse's half. This one just a step too far, I fear. As Nick Mullins just says that himself, potentially a cup-winning kick, pretty straight in front. Oh, it's, I tell you what, by a cigarette paper it's gone through. 12-22, a 10-point game then. Long way back. Long way back for Larochelle. I just can't see them getting back into this, if I'm being honest. But, you know, feel free to let me know what you think. Got something on my hand. Marchand on then. Movaka off. Cassettes on. Bell off. Flamant on. Rory Arnold off. A few years ago, this lad, I don't know who it is, but not sure who he is actually. I'll get back to him in a minute. Anyway, Larochelle on the attack, and West just has to check his pass because that blitzing defence is coming hard. And huge shot for Toulouse. Sorry, not Toulon. They're not even in this game. As they come forward in that blitz, and advantage coming, and no advantage. So Toulouse offside will give La Rochelle the chance to close the gap to 7, you would say. No, they're going to go and try and get 7. Big old boot. Huge boot. Great nudge. Where's he going to stop? I think he stopped about 6 metres out there. 7 metres out. It's a great kick from Doolin. And all of a sudden, that's just got the fans a little bit excited. We're back to flag waving in the stands. Happy days. As it goes to the back pod, and the driving maul is set. And set well. And they'll drive it forwards. Well, they're going sideways at the minute. Advantage over. In come the backs. Once is called. Caballo's on his own. Is he isolated? No. Support's there and coming. Quick pick and go just to help it. Are we going to get a try here? Ball tracking's given us a hint. If advantage as well. If Larochelle can score here and get the conversion away quickly, there's still time on the board to get set for a drop goal. Oh, this could be a tasty finish. As Caballo spots nobody home in the blindside guards and has a dive for the line. Here we go. We've got a bit of a game on now. 7 minutes left on the clock. 5 points in it, but the conversion to come. Oh. They've got half a chance here. Don't write them off just yet. Any penalty in their half. In Toulouse's half. Larochelle could be right back in this. West is going to set this kick up. Try scored by Caballo. Wow. Oh, and the conversion's missed. Go, go, Baguette. Go, go, Paquette. Sorry, not Baguette. Oh, my word. What am I saying? Welcome in, though, Tene. Welcome in. It's the kick. Let's have a little watch of this one. What's it do? Well. Oh, he's hit the post again. That's twice in this game he's hit the post. Oh, Bottier in the stands. Looking more than uncomfortable. This is my ear. Crumbs. Oh, you were saying baguette. Oh, brilliant. Good to see you. Good to have you in. Welcome on. Welcome on. Right, kick downfield then from La Rochelle. It's a fairly long one. I'll tell you what, considering he was only 3 metres off the touchline. Wow. Here we go. Toulouse line out then, just inside the half. Oh, and it's not straight, but Luke Pearce is going to let it slide. And the maul is set. 4 minutes left on the clock, and Larochelle will need to find a way to win this ball back as Dupont sets up the caterpillar. And, well, they haven't got to find a way to get the ball back because they're going to get given it back by a narrow kick. And Dulon up there. Great take from him. Gets absolutely slotted. And then Larochelle kick it downfield. And it's going to... Is it going to find touch? It is going to find touch inside the Toulouse 22. So a chance to put pressure on this line out then. Wow, if Larochelle can find a way to score, I mean, we want it converted because we just want this game over now because it's been up until now it's been pretty dull. But have they got it? Is that not knocked on? Toulouse somehow get the ball back, and Dupont sets up the forward pods. He's not going to have 3 minutes of zigzag, is he? We're not going to have 3 minutes of zigzag like we did last night, are we? No, no, no. Goes all the way back to Untamak on the touchline, and he kicks clear. But Larochelle go quickly, and Aldrich carries up. 123 years to get this close, Larochelle, as they drive forward over the 10. Aldrich carries again. He's had a beastly day. Colby to finish off the tackle on Doolin. Oh, borderline forward for Bosch, but he manages to get away with it. Skelton then gets one in the side of the face, but it would be mitigating anyway because he'd already been tackled. And Caballo is boshing tackles off, and he's... Well, I mean, Toulouse just dived all over him. And they've managed to get the ball away, Larochelle, but for me, that's a penalty. Delan then carries, and Larochelle just creeping forward before it's spilled. It's gone backwards, says Luke Pearce. Larochelle then just creeping up towards the 22 now. And West dinks one through, but Liebenberg can't get there. And Untamak gets there instead and is able to retain possession for Toulouse. 1 minute left on the clock. West. I think he's gone too late there. And here come the forwards. Rolling round the corner, but it's a penalty. So Luke Pearce just saying that we cannot continue play with the man down so close to us. It's going to be a scrum to Toulouse. Clock is off. There's 45 seconds on it. Wow. Toulouse, all they need to do now is find a way to legally get a reset of this scrum, and it's all over. big scrum for Larochelle. They are going to have to shove like their lives depend on it if they've got any hope of getting anything out of this game now. 123 years to wait for a final. It doesn't look like it's going to be their day. Clock is still off. Man of the match time. BT Sports haven't come up with one yet, so we'll have our dick of the day. And the dick of the day, for me, I think there's been some great performances. I thought Will Skelton's looked really good. I thought Aldrit has been immense for Larochelle. I am going to give it to... Oh, it's a tough one, this one. I know BT are going to give it to Untamak, and rightly so. But, as I say all of this, Toulouse, it squirts out the back, and they are able just to get possession back. Aki carries up, and 15 seconds left on the clock. John, I'm going to give it to... Who am I going to give it to? I'm going to give it to Medard. Medard, he got absolutely slapped in the jaw, and there's no way he should be on the pitch. 5 seconds left, and they've fired it back to Untamak, who is isolated, and they are piling over. That is a penalty all day long, Luke Pearce. You've made a mistake there. The final whistle has been blown. Toulouse are champions in Europe. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to give my dick of the day to Medard. I'm pretty sure they're going to give it to Untamak, though. So that is that. 20 of us in here. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us so far. The game has just this second finished. 22-17. Commiserations to Ronan Gara and Larochelle. They came, they give it absolute everything. But that red card really was the difference maker on the day. Toulouse are European champions. What are your thoughts? I mean, for me, that was a pretty poo game of rugby until about the 70th minute. Just an absolute kick fest. But yeah. Right. That brings us pretty much to the end of the stream. If you haven't hit like and subscribe yet, please feel free to go and do that. Loads of content coming up. We've got the Lions backs video coming out in the next couple of days. I'm just finishing editing that. So that should be with you over the next couple of days. So if you're interested in the Lions and want to know how I think they're going to play, I'm trying to be a little bit different to everybody else, because everybody else is just sort of doing odd selections and what if squads. So I'm trying to look at analytically from a coaching point of view how a game plan might look for the Lions. So do join me for those. Yeah, so hit subscribe so you see when they land. Cheers, Dickie. Thanks to Big. Thank you for joining me. We have got no more watch-alongs today. I don't think we've got any more this weekend. I might do the MLR game tomorrow night. Depends on what's going on. But we'll see how we get on. Anyway, if not, I'll see you next Friday for a game then. And I look forward to that. We'll speak to you soon. As always, face down, ass up. That's the way we like to roll.